Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
And good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the News 8 Live Desk. Hope you're all having a great day so far. We have a very special guest on the Live Desk today. It is Denny Smith. He is the VP of Business Operations for the Kalamazoo Growlers, and he's also the perfect person to talk about this exciting event coming to Homer Stryker Field in Kalamazoo this weekend. We, of course, are going to be talking about jacked baseball. Denny, thank you so much for being here today.
Phil, appreciate you having me.
Of course, I'm going to do a really poor job of kind of explaining what jacked baseball is. I want people to kind of think of it sort of like the Savannah Bananas, if you are familiar with that. It's all baseball, but also a lot of emphasis on the fun. Is that probably a good way to kind of go about describing this, Denny?
Yes, we kind of had described it as Savannah Bananas game meets Celebrity All-Star game. So it's kind of a mixture of the two things.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well then I did a much better job than I thought I did. But this is such an interesting concept because you guys are a real minor league baseball team. You guys just won the Northwoods League and you're bringing in this event. It's a little goofy, a little wacky, but tons of fun. How did you guys come up with this idea and why was this something you wanted to put on in the first place?
Yeah, so the planning for this probably started about 2 years ago. We were having internal discussions right after the Growlers won their first championship. And once the season ends, our season is such a short season. It goes from Memorial Day to mid-August. Fans are always wanting more baseball. They're always asking us, it's unfortunate the season's over. It felt like you blinked and it's done. So we started to think about, let's do a fall baseball classic, whether that's Kalamazoo Growlers versus Battle Creek Battle Jacks, or, bring in some local junior college athletes or local college baseball players to do a fall baseball game. So that's kind of what the idea was. But we thought instead of just doing a normal baseball game that people see all throughout the season, let's try to find a way to make it something unique and help accelerate the game a little bit. With us playing affiliated baseball games, there's really not a lot of things that we can do differently, like you might see from the Savannah Bananas, where, they're creating special moments during the game. Every minute of the action, there's something going on. And when you think about a baseball game, almost 80% of the game, there's a lot of downtime. So you only really get so many exciting moments for a very short part of the game. So how could we find more ways to create exciting moments for people that are coming to the game? And that's kind of where jacked baseball kind of started, where it's all about offense. It's all about speed. We're using corked and like jacked baseball bats, juiced baseballs. So try to create more offense in the game, more home runs, and try to find new ways to create some new rules that you might not normally see at a baseball game. So, for example, during the jacked baseball portion of the game, if someone gets hit by a pitch, the defense will lose a position player and go to a penalty box, kind of like what you will see in hockey. So we wanted to just see what, fun rules we could create that obviously the Savannah Bananas haven't done yet. And also, how we can make the game of baseball more exciting. And then going from that, it just kind of evolved into this, what is now this jacked baseball game, where there's influencers and celebrities coming to play in this game. It's 3 different games within one game. So the first 3 innings of the action will be actual baseball. The next 3 innings will be a play on Mario baseball. So the old school video game where the players will be in Mario costumes on the field. There will be Venus fly traps in the outfield where if the ball gets hit to those fly traps, the position player can throw it wherever to kind of distract the actual position players. And then we get into jacked baseball, which is starting with a home run derby. So this game has definitely evolved over the last 2 years, but we're really excited with the product that it's become to be. And we're excited to show the fans that are going to be in attendance, how we can recreate and think of baseball in a new way.
Well, it sounds amazing. I mean, just from what you kind of described, just all the different elements there. And I know people, the common negative criticism of baseball is that, like you said, there's a lot of downtime. It moves a little slow. And this putting a lot of more emphasis on the offense and the gameplay, actually. Was it hard coming up with all these fun ideas that you guys had? I mean, the Mario idea itself is just awesome. I remember playing Mario baseball growing up as a kid. I mean, was that kind of what you wanted to do, base it off maybe some things that you think maybe a younger generation might remember, or was it solely just kind of, throwing everything at the bulletin board and seeing what sticks?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. A lot of these ideas were us just sitting around the office thinking of, what do you see in a normal or in a different sport? What do you see in a football game, a basketball game, a hockey game, that how could you recreate that revolves around baseball? Or what's something that you wish would happen in a baseball game that typically can't happen because you're trying to follow the rules, and how do you bring that in? And then the Mario baseball, that's when, all these influencers and celebrities started coming into the game. That was an idea thrown at us by Momentum Sports, King of JUCO, Tasha Marika, who are internet personalities with Momentum Sports. They had that awesome idea. So we kind of threw that into the game. And it's just another way to keep fans engaged, to kind of throw out the, boring 9 innings that you normally see in a game. And how can you change and keep people's attention for, the 2.5 hours that they're there.
And I do want to get into some of the big name celebrities that you guys have and will be coming to Homer Stryker Field this Saturday for Jack Baseball. Kind of sad to say that Jose Canseco, one of the biggest names in baseball, at least during that, huge stretch that baseball was really, super popular, early 2000s and everything like that, 90s. He was scheduled, but unfortunately got a little sick and then is unable to make it. But there's still a huge lineup. Can you just go over just who exactly is going to be part of the festivities on Saturday?
Yeah, so I kind of touched them on earlier, but Momentum Sports, they have a huge following on YouTube and social media. King of JUCO, Eric Sims, Tosh, their president, and then Marika, who was actually the first female catcher in NCAA history. They're going to be coming and playing in the game for the Northern Nut Smugglers. Frankie LaPena, who's a famous TikToker out of Grand Rapids, has millions of followers, has done stuff with the Growlers before, and some of it actually his best viewed videos have been at Growlers games. Hunter Green, who's another baseball influencer. Coach Drake will be making his return to the field, coaching the Nut Smugglers. So obviously, Coach Drake went viral a couple years ago, coaching for the Growlers. He'll be part of the Nut Smugglers now. And then we'll also have a bunch of former Savannah Banana and Party Animal baseball players playing in the game. There's obviously a huge list of other influencers too, but we're really excited just to bring these people in. They know content, they know these exciting moments, and they know how to put on an awesome show for our fans. So it's going to really add a really cool and unique spin to this game.
Well, Denny, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about everything coming this Saturday. And as somebody who was really the pioneer behind getting this whole thing started from the beginning, I mean, what do you really hope that people that show up on Saturday get out of an event like this? I mean, putting in all your hard work, all these hours into it, what do you hope that they really take away from it, knowing that you did all this work for them?
Yeah, I would just say I want people to come in with an open mind and be ready to expect the unexpected. There's going to be a lot of things that we have planned that you've never seen before on a baseball field. So whether you're a baseball fan, diehard, you grew up watching baseball, or maybe you don't like baseball, but you love to have fun, there's going to be something for everybody at this game. And so we just want fans to have a good time. Don't come in and expect a normal 9 inning baseball game. Come in, be ready to watch an amazing show, have some fun, and it's a great way to kind of finish, the Growlers championship season before we get into the fall here.
All right, perfect stuff. Well, Denny, I've got one last request before we let you go. Again, as the man with the plan who designed this entire event, the perfect person to ask, make a final pitch out to people. Why should they consider coming out to Homer Stryker Field this Saturday and checking out Jack Baseball?
Yeah, kind of like what I said. If you're looking to see an awesome show, want to have a great Saturday night, see some great talent, and see some really unique things that you've never seen before at a baseball game, be sure to get your tickets now. We still have limited general admission tickets on sale. The game is almost sold out just because a lot of people are excited to see what we have in store. The thing is with the Savannah Bananas, like we talked about earlier, it's tough to get their tickets. It's tough to go travel to some of the venues that they go to. So if you maybe want to get a little bit of a taste of what the Savannah Bananas do, just on a different scale, check out the game on Saturday.
Yep, absolutely. And like Denny said, if you want to go ahead and get your tickets, you might want to jump on that quickly, and you can definitely find a way to do that inside this week's Weekend Planner, which you can find right now over on our website, woodtv.com. And if you're watching us on Facebook, you can also find a link to that right now in the description box or the comments section below. Denny, one last time, thank you so much for stopping by today. We really do appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Phil. Thanks again for having me.
Of course. And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Penarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.